Hello, viewers of Good Talent Management. My name is Kasiri Rehema Birimuye, welcoming you all here at Good Talent for the daily news. News headlines: Teachers, parents, and learners need psychological support before the opening of schools, says experts. Journalist killed in bomb attack. Zex Bilanji admits considering to sell his new car due to its high fuel consumption. Voimpo ranking shares action-packed controller visuals video. News in details. Teachers, parents, and learners need psychological support before the opening of schools, says experts. The Assistant Commissioner in charge of private schools and institutes of higher learning, George Motereka, has said teachers, learners and parents need psychological support ahead of the reopening of schools come January 2022. Motareka made the remarks at the launch of the VIN Toolbox by the Arts Fund, a non-governmental organization. The toolbox comprises 3 books that talk about the teachers, parents, and learners in and out of COVID-19 as the nation prepares to resume schools in January. Arts Fund said it is running a rehabilitation campaign for teachers, parents, and learners ahead of the reopening of schools, and they will create programs for children to address anxiety as the sudden change in their routine might affect them. Since March 2020, when the government closed all educational institutes following the outbreak of COVID-19, many teachers, learners, and parents have silently been going through several psychological challenges, ranging from anxiety about the future and economic uncertainty. Now, as the government plans to reopen all the schools by January 2022, Motareka said that his ministry has decided to engage the private education institutes to receive their proposals and see how they can support them to safely reopen. We need to provide psychological support to children, teachers, and parents who have been affected by the COVID-19. All of us are thinking of how we are going to support learners, teachers, parents, and communities to come back to the life as we go back to school. Mental health is about our health. Children, teachers who are at home right now need support mentally because they miss their colleagues. They miss being in school. That is what they had to say. Journalist killed in bomb attack. The journalist was targeted as he was leaving a restaurant in the city shortly after midday. A prominent Somalia journalist who was a critic of the Islamic militant group Al-Shabaab has been killed in a bomb suicide attack in the capital of Mogadishu. Abdul Aziz Mohammed, also known as Abdul Aziz Africa, was targeted as he was leaving a restaurant in the city shortly after midday. 2 other people nearly were injured in the blast and taken to the hospital. Al-Shabaab said it was behind the attack and had targeted the journalist who worked for the Radio Mogadishu. The bomber detonated a device in front of a car near the restaurant, where the load was accompanied by the director of Somalia National Television and a driver, according to the report published on the official Radio Mogadishu website, citing police sources. The report included a statement from Somalia Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein, who offered his condolences to Abdul Aziz's family. Abdul Aziz was a hardworking journalist and national hero who worked for his country, his people, and his religion with courage and relentlessness, he said. Abdul Aziz was well known for his interviews with detained Al-Shabaab suspects, and his broadcasts often attracted large audiences. Al-Shabaab, which means the youth in Arabic, is an extreme Islamic group which has been battling UN-backed government troops for more than a decade. The jihadists controlled the capital of Mogadishu until 2011, when it was pushed out by African Union troops, but it is still holding territory in the countryside and launches frequent attacks against the government and civilian targets in Mogadishu and elsewhere. It advocates the strict Saudi-inspired Wahhabite version of Islam with more Somalis, and it has imposed an harsh version of Sharia in areas under its control, including stoning to death women accused of adultery and applicating hands of thieves. Government officials have blamed the group for some of the Somali deadliest terror attack. Last year analyses at the armed conflict location and event data project estimated that Al-Shabaab has been responsible for the deaths of over 4,000 people since 2010. Zex Lanji considering to sell his new car due to its high consumption of fuel. Zex Bilanji acquired a new UBE series at a laser at the start of November, and he is already considering selling it off because of its high fuel consumption. Upon buying himself his very vast car, Firebase singer Zex Bilanji, real name Tadeo Maiga, bragged about how it was high time he stopped asking for lifts. His car was then blessed by Zex's mentor Bobby Wine, who took it for its first spin through the city before congratulating the magazine singer upon his new possession. It is not a month yet since he has had it, but Zex is already considering trading it off to buy another car which does not consume too much of fuel. During a recent interview, the singer revealed that fueling the car has been readily costly. Thus, father has he could be looking for other options. Despite having quite a good start to his professional music career with several hit songs to his name already, Zex has not been lucky enough to transform the hit songs into cash, since concerts are still under a lockdown. Understandably, there is a public concern in Uganda about rising fuel prices. He cannot be blamed for his honesty. Can he even be blamed for that? Viper ranking sharing action-packed controller visuals video. Here it comes. Bound to Entertainment Africa reggae raga and dancehall singer Ayere Saddam, popularly known as Viper Ranking, has released the action-packed visuals for his latest jam dubbed The Controller. Controller is a love song. Viper Ranking kicks off the jam, expressing how he is addicted to the love of his life and that he is fed up of gold diggers. He continues on to express his feelings for his loved one, noting that he sometimes loses sleep whenever he does not get to see her. He also vows to follow her wherever she will go and provide her protection because she contrasts his life in a way he seems not to understand. In a mid-tempo jam, Viper Ranking continues to show the world that his dancehall juices are still fresh and flowing with more in store. The song was written by Viper Ranking himself and produced by Enox at M Town Records, whereas the video was shot and directed by Visan Magic. That's what we have for you today. I'd like to end here calling upon our viewers to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like our Facebook page, Good Talent Management, to support us in all ways, to comment to our videos, to share them everywhere possible. Thank you.